everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Redskins going up against the Giants.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line. At the 34. One tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing now is Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Bortles to throw once more. Pryor has it complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Lowry. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So second down, 3 yards to go now. Defense showing blitz. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. play clock. Back to throw. Lowry, throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Finds a seam inside the 40. And Reed with it over the middle. Thompson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Throwing is Bortles. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw on 2nd down. Lowry. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Play clock winding down. On 3rd and 2. Lowry. And this one is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short. They elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Bortles now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. And on 2nd and 10 now. And to give this time to the tailback. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. Williams loses the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. And he puts it through. Crosby on now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And with flags down, he's up near the 40. But it looks like this one might be coming back. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now Bortles. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Damon Harrison breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go now. Over. Detroit. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Lowry. And that is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
All right, here we go. Gun.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
No. Check. All right, now, look at 56. Let's go. Leopard.
The play clock's running down. Looking to throw. Lowry. Pressure comes and down he goes. Dominique Easley in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And here come the Redskins now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now Bortles. Crowder's got it over the middle. And a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Damon Harrison in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Detroit! Gone!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lowry. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Here's Brad Wing now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Bortles now on 1st down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dalvin Tomlinson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Bortles. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go now. 390.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. This is brought in by Pryor. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Washington. Terrell Pryor, 81 yards. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off play action. Lowry. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Zach Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. They're in the 2nd quarter at Heinz Field. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And tough starting field position here. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. This is Reese on the ground. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And they Offense will take over with a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Lowry. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down now after the incompletion. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Giants on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
No. Touching that body. Green, 39.
From the gun, Lowry finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down at the 24-yard line.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Off the play fake. Lowry. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ryan Kerrigan, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. The Giants on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On first down, Bortles. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Now Bortles throwing on second down. His throw incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third down, that's Bennett. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Redskins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Bortles now to throw. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's pulled in at the 32. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First down, Lowry. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Leopard, over. Here we go now. Blue landed.
Operating from the gun, Lowry. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. And the lead is up to 5. Crosby on now to kick it away. Short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The return comes from Orleans Darkwa. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Detroit! Watch it now, Marty. Boom, landed.
On 1st and 10, Lowry, throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Time running out here on the play clock. Off play action. Lowry. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Giants on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Green, 39. All right, now, look at 56. No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun, Lowry. He finds Beckham complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Bortles going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Redskins. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now Bortles to try again after the pick 6. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Bortles to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 44-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Bortles will try again on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing now is Bortles. And that will be incomplete as well.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the Redskins scoop it.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure. You secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
To throw is Bortles. Caught left side, Bennett. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Redskins on third down. A very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready. 390. 390.
Throwing is Bortles. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Here's Bortles to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Black 58, roll. Green 59. Green ace.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder from 6 yards away. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. So they're going to go for 2. To throw, it's Bortles. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free, and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And New York set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw. Lowry. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Lowry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's taken in at the 9. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught on the right side. Reed. He's still on his feet. And give him a gain of 37.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Shotgun now for Bortles. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Devon Kennard coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Now Bortles. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Going to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Double tight, guys, double tight. All right, now look at Detroit! Detroit!
Play clock winding down. Now they'll run it on the toss. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. The play clock's running down. Back to throw. Lowry. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Green, 39! Green!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd and 2, Lowry. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the Redskins scoop it. And some room to maneuver. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They run the counter now on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Back there in Philly. Here we go. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Lowry. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Leopard.
Now Gallman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Back to throw. Lowry, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Lowry looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lowry, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Defense showing blitz. On 4th down, Lowry throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 9 yards on the pickup, and it's 1st down, New York. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go!
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's to the 10, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there, making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Giants add on to their lead. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Looking to throw. Lowry. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they were right on target there with a fade to get the 2.
It seems like a low percentage play, doesn't it? Because you're throwing it into a really tough spot and there's not much room to come down. But when you have a really athletic receiver and a quarterback with touch, it's hard to defend.
This one taken just inside the 10. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Bortles. And his throw here's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
checking in on Houston. It's in the fourth quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Now Bortles got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Play clock winding down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Olivier Vernon getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doctson, and it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
3rd and long. It's Bortles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. A win would be their first of the young season. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now they try the right side here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Room past the 20. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Here we go now.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Giants, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.